So a couple days ago on Friday, Sebastian Gorka, who a lot of people have targeted as someone who needs to be removed from the Oval Office, from the White House, they got their wish because on Friday he resigned from his post as Deputy Assistant to the President of the United States, Donald Trump. And the Federalist, and this is per the Huffington Post, the Federalist published a copy of his resignation letter on Friday, and it stated, partially on top of, everything else it said. One of the things it stated was, quote, "Given recent events, it is clear to me that forces that do not support the Make America Great Again," I feel like there's vomit coming out of my mouth just stating that. The Make America Great Again promised are, for now, ascendant within the White House. Gorka wrote in the letter obtained by the Federalist, quote, "As a result, the best and most effective way I can support you, Mr. President, is from outside the People's House. Yes, Gorka, we want you to stay as far away from the White House as possible." So I'm glad he got forced out, and that's what I honestly think happened. I think forces within the White House forced him out. I don't think he just resigned, on his own. I think, Bannon got ousted, and I think he saw the writing on the wall, and, he knew his time was coming too, and he probably had his resignation letter handy. But later on in the article, the Huffington Post article, it says that before joining the White House, Gorka was an obscure right-wing fringe character. He promoted himself as an authority on counterterrorism, but national security experts mocked his credentials and refuted his characterization of Islam as a path towards violent radicalism. Most terrorism experts and academics say terrorists become radicalized through a combination of factors: poverty, poor governance, lack of opportunity, foreign intervention, and religious ideology. For example, but Gorka argues that Islam is the driving force. He does not speak Arabic and has spent little time in the Middle East, so he's basically just an Islamophobe. That's basically all he is, and this is the person that Donald Trump thought would be a good fit in his White House. Gorka's presence, Bannon's presence, the presence of Gorka's wife, who actually is still in the White House, that kind of just tells you all you need to know about Donald Trump, the man himself, who he likes to be around and who he likes to get his advice from. Some of you might already know this, but let's dig a little bit deeper into Gorka's background. Gorka wore a medal signifying membership, and this is from Huffington Post. Gorka wore a medal signifying membership in the Vitizi Rand, a Hungarian group that collaborated with the Nazis in World War II when he attended Trump's inaugural ball in January. Members of the group told The Forward that Gorka is a member of the Vitizi Rand, but Gorka has said the medal belonged to his father and that he wears it in memory of his father's anti-communist efforts in Hungary. Sure you do. Sure, you're not actually a member of the group yourself, a neo-Nazi, a Nazi apologist group, anti-Semitic, anti-Islamic Nazi group. It's just in honor of your father. No, it's not. We have to start giving these people benefit of the doubt to make these arguments that's not really, that can't be verified. So we can't really verify that he actually wore that medal in honor of his father. It's just something that he can say, and a lot of people will believe it and eat it up because people want to give other folks the benefit of the doubt when it comes to stuff like this. I'm not one of them though. The Vitizi Rand debacle prompted reporters to dive into Gorka's past. Gorka was born in Britain to Hungarian parents, founded a political party in Hungary in 2007. The party's members were politicians who had previously belonged to Jobbik, a party that has espoused anti-immigration, anti-Semitic, and homophobic positions, The Forward reported. Gorka expressed support for an anti-Semitic Hungarian militia called the Magyar Garda. In August of 2007, The Forward found out. The European Court of Human Rights accused the group of working to create, quote, an essentially racist legal order. So this is the group that Gorka was associated with. He was directly tied with racist, anti-Semitic, white supremacist organizations. And thankfully, if you read the article and you read other articles, you see that he was never able to obtain a security clearance, which is really good news, because he would have had access to very damaging information, and you would wonder, how could someone with his ties get a security clearance to begin with? So, we're glad that he didn't get a security clearance and he wasn't able to, but the fact that he was even in the White House just is extremely problematic, but it's not surprising given who is running the country right now. So Gorka's out. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. I don't think it's going to change much, because I don't think he honestly had much power in the White House to begin with. So I don't really know exactly why he was there, and a whole lot of people don't really know what he was doing there to begin with, other than being a white supremacist in the Oval Office. But, he's gone, and, that's welcome news, that's good news, but I don't think it's really going to change much. But it's one less white supremacist in the White House, so can't really complain about that. If you like this video, click the like button and click the subscribe button, but also leave a comment below the video so I can get your views and your opinions on how to make my videos better and how to make the channel better. Go to my blog at blackandintellectual.com. I have all sorts of articles there. And also go to my new website, kandakebarka.com. This is for my new clothing line, Kandake and Barka. We have an assortment of very radical, outspoken, defiant clothes and shirts, mostly shirts, but belts and soon to be shoes and hats. There's a bunch of things there that you might like and you might find helpful. And anything that you buy from kandakeandbarka.com or kandakebarka.com goes towards keeping Black and Intellectual online. It goes towards keeping my YouTube page up, because as other people have told you before, none of this is free, and a lot of the money to do a lot of this stuff is just coming directly out of my pocket. So any little bit helps. So remember, it's kandakebarka.com. Kandakebarka.com. Buy a shirt, buy a hat, support any way that you can.